Last week we was enjoying watching freediving competition Vertical Blue. We was enjoying watching a couple of world records, many national records, and just a lot of successful dives. And in freediving competition, if it is a successful dive, then the athlete receives a white card. However, some dives was not successful, and in this case freedivers was receiving a yellow card or maybe even a red card. And in this video I'm going to explain what does it mean yellow or red card, and we're going to watch a few examples from this competition Vertical Blue in 2020-22 of yellow and red cards. But let's start with a white card. So the white card means that freediver announced the depths, he reached or she reached these depths, grab the tag, bring the tag to the surface, and on the surface made a clean surface protocol. What does it mean, surface protocol? It is a couple of actions which should be done within 15 seconds. Freediver is supposed to remove facial equipment, whether it is a mask or nose clip or goggles and a nose clip, show OK to the judge and say I am OK. And this should be done in 15 seconds. If any of these failed, then freediver going to receive yellow or red card. So let's start with a yellow card. One of the most popular reason to receive the yellow card is an early turn. So the early turn, it is when a freediver announces one depth, let's say 100 meters, but for whatever reason stop before reach 100 meters, grab the rope, turn and start his ascent. And even if the dive was successful, so the freediver reached the surface on his own, it's still going to be yellow card. So these dives is still kind of okay, because overall score for the competition are still going to include this dive. However, it's going to be some penalties. So when competition is going to be over and organizers is going to calculate who is the overall winner, the score from this dive is still going to be counted. The early turn can happen relatively deep or relatively shallow. Let's have a look at a couple of examples. And here's the first example of yellow card. This freediver Alex Davis planning to do 80 meters constant weight by fins. So it's supposed to be a national record. So he started the dive, everything looks nice. And when he is only 20 meters, right after he did the arm stroke, something went wrong, probably with equalization, so the athletes turn and start going to the surface. Another yellow card, but I think it's a little bit more epic. Freediver announced constant weight 100 meters, and freediver is almost there. So as you can see, it is a 90 meters, so you can think, okay, it's going to be a successful dive. But something happens just a few meters. As you can see, 3 meters before, the freediver, I think he miscalculates how close he is to the stopper, and he grabbed the rope too early, and so stopped just 2-3 meters away. And now he started going up, so this is going to be a yellow card, only 3 points of penalties, because freediver stopped just a couple of meters away from announced depths. Another common reason for the yellow card is freediver didn't bring the tag for the judge. So remember, like when freediver reached his depths, her depths, then freediver is supposed to grab the tag from the special plate. Usually the freedivers put it under the hood or maybe just attach it somewhere on the wetsuit, and then freediver need to bring this tag to the surface and show it to the judge as a proof that he was at these depths, right? So, I mean, it's not that crucially important, because especially nowadays when the special sonar actually can see how deep was freediver, also freediver have a dive computer, so actually there's another meaning, another way to prove that freediver was in these depths. However, if freediver doesn't bring the tag, it's going to be a yellow card and it's going to be a penalty of 1 score. So freediver going to receive the score -1. And another example of yellow cards, this time it is a William Trubridge who doing constant weight no fins. So 88 meters, relatively conservative for him, because he is a world record holder in this discipline. So he reached the depths, so he reached 88 meters, grabbed the stopper. However, as you can see, for whatever reason, he didn't grab the tag. and obviously he didn't spend too much time to looking for the tech and just start his ascent. So on the surface he made a clean surface protocol. However, he would not show the tech, and this is why it's also going to be a yellow card and it's going to be a little penalty. So this is a two common reason for the yellow cards. What about the red cards? The red cards, it is a clearly unsuccessful dive. The first reason of the red card is obviously if freediver going to have a blackout. In some cases the blackout can happen on the surface, in some cases the blackout can happen underwater. But in both cases the dive doesn't count. Freediver received the red card and there's no counting for overall score. Okay, now is the red card. Alenka Artnik coming back from 123 meter dive, constant weight with a monofin. It's supposed to be a world record attempt, so she reached the depths, grabbed the tag, and now on her way up. So she's already 15 meters to the surface, start pulling the rope. So she's still conscious, as you can see, she's still moving, so she's not blackout yet. So she reached the surface with the help of the divers. However, she's conscious. She's conscious, and yeah, this is going to be considered as a probably like strong LMC or maybe surface blackout, but nevertheless it is a red card. Another example of red card, Shaika doing free immersion dive to 92 meters, supposed to be a national record. So as you can see, she's at 20 meters now, and already safety divers see that she's not perfectly fine because she started doing some kind of kicks, which is not normal for the free immersion technique. Okay, now 10 meters away, and her technique is breaking down, and now she just like stopped pulling herself at all, and even like done a little exhale. So this is considered as an underwater blackout. So safety divers bring her to the surface, and as you can see, she's unconscious, and now safety divers start to do surface protocol. Freediver obviously have a blackout, so now it's going to be a few seconds rescue procedure before freediver wake up. So this is another example of red card due to the blackout. Another common reason for the red card, freediver reached the surface on his own, not having a blackout or LMC, but for whatever reason could not make a surface protocol within 15 seconds rule. Again, usually it's probably due to the hypoxia and as a result due to LMC, so freediver not coordinating his movement really well, and this is why failing to do the surface protocol. Okay, and here another example of the red card. This time Mateusz Malina, constant no fins, national record attempt to 92 meters. The athlete coming back to the surface, he's conscious, he's doing on his own. He reached the surface, grabbed the rope, start doing his recovery breathing. He have 15 seconds to do the surface protocol. However, as you can see, he starts shaking a little bit. He didn't remove the nose clip yet. Now he realized what he need to do, remove the nose clip, show okay sign, but I guess it was already a little bit too late, haven't done within the 15 seconds, and this is why freediver going to receive his red card as well. And another red card due to the surface protocol failure. Another freediver reaching the surface after national records attempt of constant weight by fins to 93 meters. Freediver reaching the surface on his own, so no help from the safety divers. So holding the rope, removing the nose clip, but now he started having some kind of LMC, not coordinating fully his movement, and it took him a bit longer to remove his goggles and show okay for the judge. So technically he didn't lose his conscious, he did everything on his own, but I guess it was a little bit too long, and this is why he failed the surface protocol and received the red card as well. And another reason for the red card, though less common, it is when freediver abandoned his technique. So for example, freediver do constant weight with a monofin, and supposed to use the monofin all the way down and all the way up, but then for whatever reason, probably due to hypoxia or maybe tiredness, freediver grabbed the rope and started just pulling himself or herself to the surface. So in this case, it's also going to be a red card. So now hopefully you understand a little bit more what is a yellow and red cards, why freedivers get them, and how it looks like. So hopefully you understand the freediving competition a little bit more. And if you haven't seen the world record dive from this vertical blue competition done by Matthews Malina, check out this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click here.